5. What's going on, everybody? Zachy here. Today we're going to be playing the $90 8.8K guaranteed at the local card room, Win Derby. I'm at the crib right now, just cooking some food that I'm going to eat on the way there. Just got off work. I honestly don't really feel like going today, but the days when I don't feel like playing poker are the days I always do best. All of my wins I don't feel like playing, and it probably just is what keeps me in line. So I will see you on the felt. And as you can see, we're here at Derby. Alrighty, so we buy in for the $90 and get seated at a table with some regulars that I know. I do go here pretty often, so I am very familiar with a lot of people. And for the first hand, we go ahead and fold. And the second hand, we are actually greeted with the pocket aces. So we're in like under the gun +2. And here's how it goes. So the blinds are currently at 300, 600, 600. And for the average stacks of this, just don't pay attention really to these all even stacks like 60K, 60K. On average, they're going to be half of that throughout the whole video. I did make sure to note down the villain stack. So as you can see, the villain in this hand will probably be the big blind and OMC. So just ignore these. For the most of this tournament, I am the chip lead. So we go ahead and raise it up to 1500, a little 2 point whatever X. OMC gives us a call, and the big blind gives us a call. Flop is king, queen, 7. Very good for aces, hoping they have a king, hoping they have a queen they want to hold on to. I go off with just a tiny c-bet, 1500 again, show a little weakness. People love to pounce on me because I'm young looking. OMC calls, great to hear. I'm thinking, okay, what is he calling with? Hopefully it's just a king that he has or a queen. Pot's 8.4K, and we're off to a 6 of spades turn. And what would you all bet here? I went ahead and bet 7,000 because I'm trying to get all the money in on the river. I technically could go a little smaller, like 6,000 or 5,000, because we'd have like even pot size jam left behind on the river. But he does go ahead and fold. He said he had like a low pocket pair that he was just calling since it was such a cheap price. So that's that hand. We take up a nice pot. Moving on to the second hand of note, I look down at Jack 9 of diamonds, so a great hand. I do start off with a limp actually. At this card room, there's a lot of limping that goes on, and I usually don't like to limp, but when I'm new to the table, I just see if like, oh, am I gonna be getting 3-betted today, or is it gonna be a lot of limp pots? So I'd love to see a flop with Jack 9 suited. So cutoff calls, loose Jamaican guy calls, who will be our villain. Small blind calls, and the big blind checks. So 5 ways off to a limp pot. Flop is Jack, deuce, 5. So great for us. We got top pair. Go ahead and check it through as I would with mostly everything. 2-5, if I had 2-5, I'd probably put out a small bet here. But I go ahead and check it. Loose Jamaican guy actually bets fairly big. It's like 3/4 pot, but in my head I thought it was pot size bet at the time. So I mean, I thought for a little bit, but I'm of course calling here every time. He could be doing it with clubs, worse jack, whatever. I go ahead and call, cutoff folds. Turn is the 7 of diamonds. So at this point in my head, I'm getting the money in no matter what. This guy is very loose Jamaican guy. I've heard that he actually bleep talks other players at the table, so I'm ready to stack him. I'm really chilling at the moment, so I'm not going to talk anything. So I check, and he goes all in for 27,700. I don't even ask for a count. I snap him off instantly, and the whole table's like, oh my gosh, what do you have? I show Jack 9 of diamonds. I have top pair flush draw against a loose guy, and he actually does have us outpipped. He turned 2 pair, and we're just praying for a diamond at this point, diamond or a 9, and bink, we hit that 3 of diamonds. So we do completely stack him. He did look a little upset, but with my equity and against the loose player, I'm calling this every time. Alrighty, and off to the third hand of note. For some of these, they will show the hero, my cards, as blank until I go all in. Sometimes it's just a mystery hand, and then sometimes I did actually record it a little incorrectly, so then it only shows once I'm all in. But as for the action, we have a funny OMC, same guy who was involved in the first hand, where he called my C-bet with aces, and he had just a pocket pair. So we get a couple limpers, and I really don't like to look at my cards until it's my action, especially in the blind. I think it's funny and cool. But I do look down at ace queen off, and ace queen off, I'm actually going to raise it to 5,000. I could even go bigger, but I just like to raise it to 5,000. And the funny OMC, he just goes ahead and jams 18,000. So 18 bigs effective. Everybody else folds. We're never folding here. We call, and we see the good news. He has ace jack. I got ace queen off, and we're off to a run out. So the flop is clean. He does have the hearts though, which is very bad. Turn, clean turn. All we're hoping for is no heart, no jack, and we get a nice pot. And river's a jack. So we do lose this pot, and we're pretty much back to like starting stack. Alrighty, off to the fourth hand. This will be the first actual mystery hand of note. So I guess just to pick your brain a little bit, I want you to follow along and see if you can kind of think of what my range is consistent of and what I have in this hand. So middle-aged man, it's a little loose, I guess. I don't know. He goes ahead and limps, and we go ahead and bump things up to 4,000. So 4 bigs, he just limped in. Folds all around to him, who makes the call. Not surprised at all. People who limp in early love to call. Just small raises. And the flop is 10, 8, deuce. 2 hearts, 10 of spades. Pot's 10K. I go ahead and bet 3,000, which is 1/3 pot. And it's actually a down bet. So I do this honestly to feign weakness, and I like to do it when I'm strong and people try and pounce on me. And that's exactly what he does. He goes all in for 20,000, and I snap him off. And what do you think I have? He actually has nothing, like pretty much nothing. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know. He didn't even say anything. And I have pocket jacks. So with pocket jacks, I'm loving this board. I'm snapping off everything. And then go to a run out, 7, and then a 9. Let's see. Did I record this board wrong? No, I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Yeah, I had like a higher straight. I swear there was a straight on the board though. But anyways, we do take up this nice pot, and we will move on to the next hand. Alrighty, for this hand, I do apologize that my cards are not showing initially. I do have ace-3 offsuit. Just the way I recorded it doesn't show it till I'm all in. So we start off with under the gun 1 limping. I go ahead and limp as well. With these like rag aces, I found that you either have to like play them aggressively from kind of a later position, or you can limp in if you're at like a passive table. So I go ahead and limp in here, and a tilted studied player, around like 40-year-old white male, 45, who just busted and sat down at this button seat, goes ahead and raises it to 4,500. So original limper, and I do make the call. Of course we're calling here. With ace-3 off, he could have better aces, ace-jack and things, but he could also have king-queen suited, pocket pairs, anything where ace just trumps it if it lands on the flop. And an ace lands on the flop. So we're loving an ace on the flop. We're a little scared because he could just have a better ace than us. So we go ahead and check it as we would with everything to pre-flop aggressor here. And he bets pretty large actually, 7,000. So in my head, I again didn't understand that this is still below half pot. Um, 7,000, yeah, still below half pot, but in my head it looks like a big bet. But against a player like this, I'm never folding with top pair. He, like I said, he could just have so much more opening from the button. He could have 9-10 and he's just putting out a bet. He has a pair and he wants to keep repping his range, so I call. 6 of spades on the turn. I like to see that. Go ahead and check. He's thinking about assembling a bet and he actually checks it back. There is double flush draw, so if he had anything, you would expect him to bet. We're off to a river, which is a king of diamonds. I really don't care unless he has king 9. I do go ahead and check again. There's nothing really for me to bet for. I mean, I could get called by a king, I guess, or I could get called by a 9, but I could also just be losing to a better ace the whole time. It's not a good time to bet, I don't think. And he checks it back. I actually do show first, ace 3 off, and he just mucks and shakes his head. Like I said, he's already tilted. He did get sucked out on, I'm pretty sure, on his first bullet, and he's just running bad. Alrighty, for this hand, we are going to be seeing a lot of ace 7 suited played by me. I don't know why they were giving me ace 7 of diamonds, but hey, I'm not complaining. Starts off with a limp under the gun from the same tilted studied player who was in the last hand on the button. He is a little short stack now, 16,005 behind. This is the OMC lady on my right, who I've actually never played with before, but she's interesting. She's actually kind of loose. I saw her 3-betting with queen 7 suited or queen 7 offsuit in late position at just a time where you didn't need to 3-bet that at all, and it was just interesting. So I'm calling here. I'm not going to 3-bet her, even though I could. I really could. I'm not going to 3-bet her. Small blind folds, big blind folds, and we're off 3 ways to a flop. And what am I really hoping to see here? Kind of exactly what we get. It just, we flop the nuts. So, I mean, I'm loving here. And better than that, we flop the nuts. The tilted studied player just goes all in. So when he goes all in, I'm hoping this lady calls. I would love for her to call, but she unfortunately does fold. And I'm not going to slow roll this guy. I roll it over. And he's like, oh my gosh. Like, he's of course tilted. He is just a jack. And the board does run out clean. Alrighty. So at this stage in the tournament, we have chipped up a pretty good amount. We're at 100k, or I think 90k. And the average stack at this point is actually 50k. Like I said, please ignore like all these even stacks. For some reason, it doesn't let me change all of them at one time like it used to. It's really annoying, but yeah, average stack is around 50k, 60k maybe, so we're chip lead this whole tournament. With blinds at 1,000, 2,000, I do go ahead and... Whoa, I definitely raise. Yeah, I definitely raise to like 4,000, I'm pretty sure. And this guy goes ahead and 3-bets me. Funny OMC first 3-bet of, I think, the whole night. So I am a little weary about that. When he does 3-bet me and he only has 27.5 behind, I mean, we have ace king. We're putting it in no matter what. In my head, I always think ace king under 40 bigs is always like, I'm always snapping that off no matter what. I do shove all in and he folds. So I don't know what he's thinking. I think he said he had pocket jacks. So he was really giving me some respect there. I don't know. He said he had pocket jacks, but of course we're going to make that all-in move there, and we're happy to take this down without even going to showdown. Now we're about to be off to one of my favorite hands of the whole night, hand 8. Hand 8 of note against a hard-headed player. And by hard-headed, I don't really know exactly what I mean. He's just like a middle-aged, seems like blue-collar worker who is just trying to bully me. But let's go into the hand. So he goes ahead and limps under the gun. We're at 1,000, 2,000. I'm sitting around 90k. and another limper. With pocket tens, we're of course going to bump this up. I do choose a size of 10,000, which I do like. Goes fold, fold, fold. Hard-headed guy calls, and the other limper folds. So the flop is 6-7-4, and he checks it to me. In my head, what am I really targeting? What is he limping with? I mean, he can be limping with like 6-7 suited. I doubt it really. Could be limping with like ace-4, ace-5, or just a lot of like king-10 off, jack-10 off, like just little stuff. So I put out a small bet. Pot's 27k. I bet 7,000, which is another down bet, which I guess now that I'm seeing it is a pattern I like to do on these boards when I down bet when I have the overpair, and he goes ahead and smooth calls. Okay, I like to see that. Turn is a 4. So if he has a 4 now, he does have trips on me. He goes ahead and checks again, and this is where I really kind of want to get the money in. No matter what, I should be ahead of most of his hands to where I'm comfortable with putting money in. There still are a lot of draws out there. He could have 7-8, which I just want to put in a bad spot. 9-8, open enders, just like random little things. And I want to get the money in anyway. So I bet big. I bet 30,000, which is around half his stack, and he goes all in for 60,000. And with the pot ratio, I am supposed to, call in everything, but I'm just trying to think, what did this guy really have? Because I'm calling for my tournament life, and he doesn't need to go all in here. He has 60k, which is still above average stack. So what does he really have? And like I said before, when thinking about the hands that he has, it really shouldn't be anything good. I really am not a non-believer right now, but I am still tanking because it's pretty much my tournament life. If I call this and I'm wrong, then I'm left with like 1 big blind or 2 big blinds. So you always have to give these spots some thought. But when I look at him, he's looking at me, and he's looking at me like this. Like staring at me straight the whole time. And I can't recall if he actually said anything or not, but it just seemed like he was trying to push me around. I don't know if I mentioned it at the table, like, oh, are you trying to push me around or something like that? I don't think I did, but I do go ahead and call just because, like, this guy can have anything. And he turns over, he says, "You're good." He turns over pocket deuces. So I guess he thought I just had maybe an ace king, ace queen, which is pretty fair bet if I did have those hands, but unfortunately I don't. I have pocket tens, and the river thankfully runs out clean. That's a nice pot for us to take in, and we're going to be coming back with around 160k, 170k, which is just amazing. Alrighty, this is a hand that is pivotal to winning poker tournaments. We are in the small blind with pocket sevens, and it gets called, all just a limp pot. And in the small blind, I actually can squeeze here. I thought about it for a little bit, but like there's no need to. I'd rather set mine multi-way than try and squeeze here to 15,000, because I'm already at a big stack. There's no need for me to be doing these moves, I guess. I could bully, but there's just no point. So I go ahead and call, and it goes check in the big blind. The flop is 8-7-8, so we flop a full house. This is just amazing. Of course I check, and the other big stack on my right, I told you all to not pay attention to these 200k stacks, but this guy genuinely has a 200k stack. He's probably chip lead in the tournament, and I'm probably second chip lead in the tournament, at least at this table for sure. And he bets out for 8k. Let me see in relation to the pot. Okay, yeah, so around like half pot. Pretty good bet. And of course I'm smooth calling. I'm not scared of anything, and I want to trap. I call. The big blind, who's a shorter stack, raises to 28,000. Okay. Goes back to the button. Middle-aged black guy, real cool guy, wears gloves. And he re-raises. So it goes raise, 3-bet, 4-bet, and he re-raises huge, pretty much just to get me out in case I have any straight draws or anything like that. And in this scenario, I'm very happy with the way that I play this. I just smooth call. There's no point in putting it all in. He's pretty much clearly saying that he has he pretty much is saying he has an 8. I don't think a straight draw is ever doing this. He just has an 8. So I'm gonna call and act like I don't have a nutted hand right now, just so I make sure I get all the money in. And the big blind, he shrugs and goes all in for less. Turn is a jack. So technically my 9-10, if I did have it here and I was peeling, does get there, but I just go ahead and rip it now. And he snaps me off. He's like, I got a call, man. And I mean, I guess understandable. But we're sitting at huge big blinds. We're sitting at 100 bigs. I show my pocket 7s. Big blind has king 8, so kind of unfortunate for him. He had nice kicker, trips. And this guy in the button has 8-6 off. So I'm honestly a little surprised. With 8-6 off, personally me, I'm finding the fold there. We're too deep to be playing for stacks, and I'm showing way too much interest. Showing way too much interest. To have a 6 kicker, no. Ace, 8, ace, if I'm the button, I am losing all my money. But with a 6, no. Either way, we do have the boat here, and the river is clean. I don't even know what he can draw to. Oh, he could draw to a 6, and he'd have 8s full of 6s, which would be my 7s. But the river was clean, and I'll show some video of what it looked like.
And 2 big hand aces and another boat.
60, 80, 101.
What's going on, y'all? Coming out on the second break, and the last hand I just played, a limp pot. I'll probably review it right now, but this hand is insane. This hand is insane, and definitely one of the pivotal lucky spots you need to win tournaments. Tonight, no chops, no swaps, whatever happens, happens. I'm going for the head.
Alrighty, so after that great hand before the break ends, we sitting back down at the same table, and just keep in mind, we are very deep stacked now. We're 100% the chip lead of the tournament. Average stack is probably 120k now. So we're sitting very pretty. 100 big blinds, just an amazing spot. So we're in the big blind with 4-3 offsuit. Goes min raise on my left, and almost a family pot. I don't know why this guy on my right is folding. That guy was a little interesting either way. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but with 4-3 off, I mean, I look around and of course I'm gonna call. Like, why not, bro? It's 4,000 more to win all this, and thank God we do, because the board is queen 4-3. So first thing that my mind goes to, what am I losing to? Queen 4, queen 3, or a pocket pair? Pocket 4s, pocket 3s, which I technically block, even though I don't care about that stuff really too much. Either way, I check. And this guy, who is OMC-ish, like middle-aged guy, chill guy, he just rips it for 120,000, so over pot. And it just makes no sense. Like, is he doing this with pocket queens? No. I pray he's not doing it with pocket 4s or pocket 3s. Or 2 pair. So, I mean, there's nothing else for me to call. I'm deep enough. I mean, nothing else for me to do besides call. I'm deep enough to take this variance in case he is just insane and he's doing it with pocket 3s. So I go ahead and call. And we see the good news. He has queen 9 suited. So, okay, Just no 9, no queen dealer. Turns clean. River's clean. We love to see that. Chipping up huge now, sitting at 600k after this hand. And just if you're this guy, never do this. Like there's no need for him to do this ever. You could just bet 20k, bet 30k. There's no need to do that, bro. All right, moving on to hand 11 of note. I do actually have ace-5 offsuit in this hand, keep in mind. Same thing, I'm at around 500k. Average stack is around 130k. And going off to the board, the active white, around 50-year-old guy, chill guy, raises it up to 15k. Blinds are going up about now, it's 3,000, 6,000. We're still sitting pretty. And what do I do with ace-5 offsuit? I'm a call. It's 2.3x raise or whatever. I'm late position, I'm calling every time. And we're off to a flop heads up. The flop is queen, 10, jack with draw out there. He checks it to me. I can stab here with ace-5, but I choose a low variance route, just check it back. Turn is an ace of hearts. I like to see that. I am losing to a king if he has a straight or any 2 pair. So I go ahead and, or he checks it, and I actually bet for the same amount that he raised pre-flop, 15,000. So a small bet, kind of a feeler bet, as well as to get value from worse hands, like 10, 9, 10, queen, jack. Is that straight? 9, 10, queen, jack? No, it's not straight. So yeah, just worse hands and things like that. He does go ahead and call. And on the river, it's a brick. He checks it to me. Would I put in value bet here with ace-5 off? It's a good question, but my answer is no, unless I know the player very, very well. This guy still is like, he still is opening with queen 10, king 10, king jack, ace 10, like crazy 2-pair frequency. So unless I'm gonna pull them all in, which I'm not comfortable with, I'm not really gonna bet here. I check it, he's like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, okay, what do you have? And he has jack 9 suited. So I guess he thought I didn't have a pair. I have ace-5 and I win. He did have the flush draw on the flop though, to be fair, and a straight draw on the turn. So yeah, we take down a nice pot. If I'd ever want any of the viewers to be paying attention to a hand, it will be one of these next hands coming up. These are just like nice spots where you need to attack semi-aggressively and semi-tightly when you just have good reads on the opponents, which they just get you a lot of chips when the blinds are this big late in the tourneys. This is very late in the tournament now. I think there might be, the bubble might have popped actually at this point. I think it's like 18 people left out of 141 entries. So we are at 4,000, 8,000 blinds. I'm in the big blind with 6-5 of clubs. Goes around to, I'm pretty sure this is the loose, or not loose, but he's the active white guy. Yeah, active 50-year-old white guy. And small blind folds. He raises 3x, 6-5 suited. I call. Funny thing is, the hand before, small blind said, he said, stop that bullshit, because he's been raising every hand. I'm gonna look him up here, and I told him that. I said, okay. I said, listen to small blind. He said, stop that bullshit. So I call. Board is 8-5-8. Check it to him. Of course, I will check it to him. And he puts out a bet of 30,000, half pot. And what do you all do here? In my head, I'm never folding. I don't think he has a pocket pair. And if he does, rip me. So it's either call or raise. If I call, then I'm out of position. And I guess if it's a brick, then I can put the money in on the turn. But then it looks strong either way. I don't like, let's say a king comes out on the turn. I'd hate that spot so much. So I'd rather do what I did and raise the 60,000 right now. I chose 60,000 just because we're so short stack. Like usually I don't min raise on things like that, like c bet and I min raise it just the double. I would want to raise to like 90,000, but at that point I would want to put them all in. And do I want to put them all in with 6-5? No. I can still technically fold on this. If he ripped it on me, I might fold. But it depends. Either way, he does fold, and we take a nice pot. These are the types of like little situations that you need to just be winning in order to win this tournament. And of course we did get lucky. We flopped a pair. It's hard to make a pair.
What is going on, everybody? I'm on a break right now with 14 left out of 141 entrants. I'm sitting very nice. I have a stack of 670,000, and big blind when we come back is going to be 20,000. So it's around 30 bigs or 33 bigs. Average stack's 300k. So they're like average stack's 15 bigs. So I'm sitting pretty. 14 left today. No chops. I'm telling you, I told y'all from the start, I'm coming for the money. So top prize is actually 2.8k. So I think my largest tournament win ever is actually 1,500. So this will definitely be my largest win. Even if I hit second, I think second is 1,700. So hoping good luck for me. I'm definitely gonna keep playing well. I've played very good. Definitely gotten lucky with some scenarios, flopping like the boat against the people's trips. That was just dream spots. Like you just wake up with it. I honestly haven't had any premiums like crazy recently. Like I had ace queen off, but no kings, no aces, no like auto win hands, what I consider them. But playing well. Yeah, so I'll see you all with the report. Hopefully I'm walking out of here with 2.8k and having a ball. See y'all.
We look down at pocket jacks in the big blind. So folds around to a OMC who just won an all-in. He was just all-in. What did he have? Maybe like ace king or something. And he won, or ace queen, and he rips it for a 260k late position. So gets around to the button. The active 50-year-old guy, I've been interacting with him a lot, and he calls. He like thinks for a while, calls. It seems pretty weak, honestly, but he calls. And in this spot with jacks, you just cannot fold here. This is a 13 blind shove and 3 ways jacks. They're probably taking each other's cards. Ace king versus ace queen, things like that nature. Worst pocket pairs, he could have pocket tens. So I go all in, and the active 50-year-old guy, he side calls. I show my jacks. I'm expecting to be good. OMC who just went all in has pocket aces. The active 50-year-old guy has ace queen.
You guys ready for those?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh! You don't want to set now.
Spade? Nah, ace of spades.
No, aces, man.
Aces.
Oh, I'm fucking
Side
blind.
pot. You win the side.
Okay.
Aces win. Fortunately, I do get to win the side pot, so I'm not really going insanely broke, but I still lost a good amount of money. I lost like 200,000 chips. Alrighty, now this is the type of hand that I want you to pay attention to if you want to be making better plays, just by reading people's weakness. So I guess I am 320k at this point. I do min raise it to 40,000. I think this is after I lost a hand. Oh yeah, this is after I lost a hand. I will have to put it up before this, I think. And same active 50-year-old white guy, he calls. And he's in the big blind, of course he calls. Board is King 10-4. So we do have an open ender. He checks to me. The stack to pot ratio though, we are so short stacked these late stages in the tournament. And we're probably deeper than most people. Most people here would arrive with 200,000 left behind remaining. So just double pot size bet left. So I go ahead and check. I do this just to see a free card, honestly. I don't want him to just put me all in if he has a 10, if he has a king. And turn is a 4 of clubs. And he leads out. Small bet, 2 big blinds. Open ender, still overs technically if he doesn't have a king. No flush draw or anything. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna look him up. He's an active guy. Of course I'm looking him up here. And in my head I think, okay, if he bets again on the river, of course I'm folding unless I have a straight. But if he checks, I'm a bet. 8 of diamonds. Does this connect with any of his range here? He could hit an 8. He could have 10-8, but 10-8 is counterfeited by a king. And I could have a king. I could just check back a king. Why not? He goes ahead and checks. And in this spot, in my brain, I'm not looking at the pot size or anything. I'm just thinking of how much I have behind, how much he has behind. And I actually put out a bet of 60,000. He does think for a little bit, and he folds. So I do show, and he shakes his head. I think he definitely had a pair. I think he had a 10. But like, it's just such a hard spot for him to call there. And by him checking on the river, unless he's a crazy guy who checks good stuff on the river, it's just the easy C bet and win. Small C bet. That was only a 3 blind bet. 3 blind bet, and the pot is what? 10 blinds? So 1/3 pot, I guess. I don't know, but it's a good size bet, especially when you see weakness. So that's a nice pot for us to pick up. Alrighty. This is one of the biggest hands of the whole tournament. I am in the cutoff, I think, right before the button, and I have ace-5 offsuit. Excuse the pictures and everything. Average stack is probably like 300k at this point, 300, 400k. I min-raised to 40k, or 50k actually, my bad. And the button on my left calls. In my eyes, he's been looking to kind of look me up. I've been kind of stealing a lot of blinds on this table. And at this point, I think there are 10 people left in the tournament. We're about to be at final table. So big blind goes ahead and calls as well. Flop. Ace, 5, 8. And I have ace 5, keep in mind. Big blind checks. I sneakily check. Button puts out a C bet, or not a C bet, he puts out a bet of 50,000. I'm loving this. And the big blind raises him. And this is the guy who went all in. He had the aces that beat my jacks. And he just has a lot of chips now, and he just raised it to 175. So what is he raising with? Ace king, ace 10, ace jack, you know, random. It's just an ace. No matter what, it's an ace. Hopefully it's not pocket 5s. Hopefully it's not pocket 8s. Hopefully it's not ace 8. Either way, we're too short. We're 20 bigs. I'm putting the money in here. I got ace 5 off. I got 2 pair. I shove all in. Button on my left goes all in and calls for less. And the big blind actually folds. So big blind folded, and he shows ace 9 offsuit. Good fold. You have to fold there after I rejam. I show my ace 5, 2 pair. Ace king jack of diamonds. We're off to the races. And I do have the video. Let's see the run out.
Make the pot, you know, build the suspense a little bit. Completely bury the burn card. It's in there, I promise.
Wow.
5.
Oh boy. 9.
5.
Oh! Oh man.
Gotta
Jack.
give it
Oh no,
to
I mean
him.
queen. Yeah, queen.
You gotta go with that. You gotta go.
Gotta give it to him, man. And as you see in the videos, it's a brutal way to go out. I went out 10th place out of 141. Had 2 pair against flush draw, and he rivers me. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. Like, there's nothing else to do there. He's gonna go in with his flush draw, and I'm gonna go in with my 2 pair. It was like a 1,000,000.3 chip pot, bro. I would have had 25% of all the chips. Would have been monstrous chip lead. But the big stacks clashed and I got unlucky. So it's just how it goes. I guess that's a testament to say, or I guess it's a testament to poker. Like, you could be running great, 2 bad setups and you're fucking out. So it's brutal, but that's just how it goes. I cashed 265, 10th place. So I made money. Bad hourly though. I got here at 8 and now it's 1. I made like 170. Not good. Either way, happy I placed well and happy I played good. None you can do. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll actually upload and edit, even though I hate editing. I'll see y'all next time.